We'll recognize the gentlelady from Florida, the ranking member of the subcommittee, for 5 minutes for her questions.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Secretary, you've actively been throttling back energy production. You have been complicit in raising American families' electric bills and gutting innovation. So it's really hard to determine where to even start with this. But I'll start with an initiative that is very popular across the country that helps our neighbors back home save money, and that's Energy Star. It's a joint DOE-EPA initiative mandated in statute by Congress. In the past, it's been very bipartisan. But your budget request runs counter to law. It actually proposes to completely eliminate Energy Star. No one thinks that's smart. Actually, I correct myself. The polluters and the utility companies that want consumers to use a lot more energy, they like it. But I'm going to offer for the record a letter from leading residential and real estate organizations that describes Energy Star as a key element of the all-of-the-above strategy. It says electricity saved by Energy Star helps free up space on the grid needed so the U.S. can lead the world to power and grow AI, bring manufacturing back to our shore. It reduces Americans' electricity bills. I'll offer that to you, Mr. Chair.
And without objection, so ordered.
So, Secretary Wright, in a press release, you said that DOE claims that when you eliminate Energy Star, you save Americans $11 billion by rolling back energy efficiency standards. However, according to DOE's own estimates, eliminating those standards would increase Americans' utility bills by more than $54 billion. So how do you justify robbing Americans of $54 billion in savings from energy efficiency standards?
So, of course, increasing energy efficiency, which has been going on for 200 years, is great. If you can invest, $1 in increasing energy efficiency and save many dollars of energy costs, people do that all day long, every day, and they've been doing it throughout human history and certainly long before
So how do you justify
there
it?
was a Department of Energy. Because individuals and businesses should make the choice to evaluate those trade-offs.
And they do. There are no mandates in energy efficiency standards or appliances that people want to purchase. My folks back home are replacing a lot of appliances because we were sucked by 2 hurricanes in a row and did real damage. And every time you say that and the Republicans have been complicit on this, that you're not going to provide the information to consumers that they need to lower their electric bills at this time, that does real damage.
We're not preventing any product being purchased by any consumer. Quite the contrary.
Oh, yes, you have. In eliminating Energy Star, in the war on energy-efficient appliances, this is the opposite of what you said. You said you want to be good stewards of taxpayer money, but you're not. You're asking people to pay more and taking the tools they need away from them. I'll move on to the industrial demonstrations, because you said America needs to be focused on innovation and lead the world. China is doubling down on industrial sector innovation and decarbonization. In April, China announced 101 new demonstration projects, including low-carbon steel, geothermal heat pumps, and green fertilizer. Those projects will receive, of course, direct support, expedited approvals, prioritization. That's how they work. So the least that the American can do if we want to keep up our competitive edge is to provide strategic support. But you announced 2 weeks ago you're going to cancel those industrial demonstrations. You said these cancellations would strengthen our national security. Do you believe that allowing China to overtake the United States in these key sectors actually strengthens our national security?
It's critical that United States lead in the technologies that matter.
But you're taking the resources away from these kind of innovative companies. They've come to you, they've come to the Department of Energy, they are bringing their own capital, they're not doing it on their own, and you're taking these tools away from them, kind of like pulling the rug out from under them and ceding this to China. Why do you think that's a good idea?
If American taxpayers invest $1 and the potential return on that dollar is a penny or maybe a dime, that's not a good expenditure of American dollars, and it's certainly not the pathway to win in a competitive marketplace.
Now, you said you're all for energy dominance, but you're doing the opposite. You're taking a hatchet to what makes America strong and what makes America great, and that's innovation and doing it in partnership with our private businesses. I think it's a recipe, again, for higher electric bills for our families and businesses back home, and it's a recipe for ceding ground to China that we're not going to put up with. I'll yield back.
The gentlelady's time has expired.